Hey, bro, hit my intro.
What's happening, my visionaries? It's your man, J Rock. Back in effect, I'm live and direct, and I'm coming at your neck with yet another video, baby. What's happening, my visionaries? Your man, J Rock, man, back up in this thing with yes, indeed, another video, man. Hope everybody doing well out there, man. Hope everybody's had a fantastic week so far. Hope that you're achieving all the goals that you want to achieve. You're doing everything that you have set to do for this particular week. So today we have System of a Down, Lonely Day. This was really an arbitrary selection. I wanted to do a System of a Down video. It's been, I think, almost 3 years since I've done System of a Down. I've done Toxicity, I've done Chop Suey. So this seemed like the natural progression to do then Lonely Day. Have not heard this track. I am familiar with Systems of a Down. I'm familiar with their particular sound. I love their sound. I love the sort of, I don't know what particular genre label that you would ascribe it to, maybe new metal, alternative metal, maybe some other genre classification I'm not privy to. You can let me know down in the comment section below. But man, we're gonna go ahead and get into this System of a Down, Lonely Day. And if you're having a lonely day, well, so am I, because you didn't hit that subscribe button, which is right there. My goal is to reach 50K by the end of this year, so if you want to help me out, feel free. Feel so inclined, please hit that subscribe button. Go hit the like button for the algorithm as well. Thank you, visionaries, for coming here. But without further ado, I'm gonna put on my headphones and true. Bam, we gonna do what it do. System of a Down, Lonely Day. Let's do it. Oh, I already like the tone on this riff.
Such a lonely day, and it's mine, the most loneliest day of my life.
I'm sorry to pause so impetuously, but I was not expecting this, so I'm not familiarized with. Give me one moment. Okay, so I stepped away for a second to do some quick research. So I was not expecting. I usually, when I see a System of a Down, I usually see Serj singing. And I know he's a guitarist as well, but this time I believe this is Darren that's singing lead on this. Okay, interesting. All right, let's get back into it though.
The most loneliest day of my life.
Nice voice.
Such a lonely day should be banned. It's a day that I can't stand. The most loneliest day of my life. The most loneliest day of my life.
I like the tone on that lead guitar riff. Nice crunchy tone.
Such a lonely day.
Saturation, distortion.
Shouldn't exist. It's a day that I'll never miss.
Like that little high synth noise in the background too.
Such a lonely day, and it's mine. The most loneliest day of my life. And if you go,
Nice power chord.
I wanna go with you. And if you die, I wanna die with you. Take your hand and walk away.
Oh, I like those harmonies. I like the licks from the lead guitar.
The most loneliest day of my life.
Okay, that sounds like Serj in the background.
Most loneliest day of my life. The most loneliest day of my life.
Nice octave change.
Such a lonely day, and it's mine. It's a day that I'm glad I survived.
Oh, I like that little whale guitar sound at the end. That's nice. Okay. That was Lonely Day by System of a Down. So give me a moment. I'm going to pull up the lyrics and we're going to kind of do a little bit of a bit of analysis with the lyrics. Okay, give me one moment. All right. So Lonely Day. This was produced by Darren. I'm going to butcher his pronunciation of his last name. I believe it's pronounced Malakian. Excuse me. I believe he was the one that was also singing lead on this track as well. And I think Serge was on the chorus a bit. Yep, it even says it right there. Serge was definitely on the chorus. Okay. This is also produced by Rick Rubin. Very, very notable name within the music industry as it pertains to mixing and production. So yeah, this was I can tell, it's a very well produced track. So we're gonna look at the first verse. Such a lonely day and it's mine, the most loneliest day of my life. Such a lonely day should be banned. It's a day that I can't stand. Now, without me even looking at Genius's interpretation of this, so you have somebody here, sort of like a lamenting. They're lamenting the loneliest day and it's mine, the most loneliest day of my life. Such a lonely day it should be banned. I'm sure all of us can all resonate with that. We've had days where, human beings, we have that innate sensibility of not wanting to be necessarily alone. Some of us, we prefer isolation. Even myself, I'm a bit of a recluse. I prefer to be alone. But loneliness and being alone, solitude and loneliness are two totally diametric things, right? So yeah, so he's saying this day is just lonely. It's lonely. That sentiment is something that I'm sure we've all felt before to a degree. So, and that those two last lines, I mean, it's a day that it should be banned. That's just emphasizes how just dramatic it is. It should be banned. It's a day that I can't stand. Okay, the most loneliest day of my life, the most loneliest day of my life. That's the chorus. Second verse, such a lonely day shouldn't exist. It's a day that I'll never miss. Such a lonely day and it's mine, the most lonely day of my life. Now I'm going to get some more context, but why is it the loneliest day of his life? So he's saying it's a day that shouldn't even exist. Again, that lyrical structure, I like the way it's structured. So it's a very simplistic way it's structured, but I believe that you could derive a lot from these simplistic lines. So it's a day that shouldn't even exist. That's just how putrid, repugnant, that's how severe, terse it is, right? Dogmatic. It should just not exist. This day should just cease to exist. It's a day that I will never miss. It's such a lonely day, but it's mine. The most lonely day of my life. Okay. So the lyrics are really relatively repetitive. At the outro, he says, such a lonely day and it's mine. It's a day that I'm glad I survived. Now, when I hear those last lines, it sort of makes me think, it gives me, initially I interpret that or perceive it as being, oh, what if this is someone who is, suicidal, and they're saying such a lonely day and it's mine, but it's a day that I survived. Or again, that just may be me overthinking, right? Convoluting something that maybe he's probably just saying that it's a lonely day in his mind, reiterating what he said in the previous verses. But I'm glad I survived. I'm glad I got through the day. It's probably just that simple. But you know what's propensity as a human being, we complicate things, right? Okay. So Lonely Day is a song by System of a Down for Hypnotized. Contrary to popular belief, this song is not about Darren's brother, because he's an only child. He wrote this song, improvised lead vocals. The song is heavy guitar solo. The song appears sequence of a movie where the character tries to keep away from finding himself dying of boredom. So not much in ways of interpretation from Genius about this. Let me see what the annotations say. This shows that Darren's probably looking back with some memories about somebody who feels lonely without them. Most band members probably feel this while touring. Okay, so really this is really open for interpretation. So yeah, how I interpret it is that essentially he's just simply saying that today is a lonely day. It's a day where that longing, that sense of that dread and sense of isolation that he has is just overwhelming him. It's inundating him with these feelings of loneliness and these melancholy, right? And you know, he's just saying it's the longest day of my life, and this is just a musical way of expressing that, right? So again, short song, short, sweet, and concise, but I love it. It's a great song, has great instrumentation, great musical composition, great structure, man. And I love the way that it combines, you know, those such a sort of morose, if you will, kind of, or you know, concept, this malaise, right? But yet it still delivers on that heavy sound, right? Especially with that chorus. And it does very well at juxtaposing those two elements together, right? So I definitely do enjoy that. Darren, as a vocalist, I haven't heard before. He's got a nice voice for this sort of sound and style. It fits seamlessly. I love the way that Serge blended their voices, and the amalgam of their voices on the chorus sounded really, really good. But yeah, overall, just a pretty good song, man. I like the composition. Is very simply constructed, but very, very well and thoroughly executed. So cool song by System of a Down, man. And I hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. If you did, then go ahead, leave a like, and go ahead, subscribe if you feel so inclined. And give me some more suggestions from System of a Down that I should check out. But I guess the only thing left to say is, visionaries, I salute to you, man. Remember, always stay blessed, and always stay blessed, never stress. But always do your very best. Live, love, love life. Because why? Because life is beautiful. That's why you know this. I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side, baby. I'm out. Deuces. Mwah.